Welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom here on AwesomeStreaming.com. Here, this video is about the wrestling team called the Demolition. We're going to highlight the unknown members. So, it was Axe and Smash. And then what happened was Axe was Billy E, the masked superstar. And the original Smash was Randy Cully, one of the Moondogs. And what happened was when they were coming out, the people knew who Randy Cully was, even under the makeup, and they were chanting Moondog at him. So then they replaced him with Barry Darso, who was Crusher Khrushchev in the NWA in the Crockett territory. So he came in and he was the second Smash. Okay, then in like around 1990, Bill Eadie got sick. The story is he got sick off of shrimp, shellfish allergy, but there was also rumors that he had a heart attack, or he had heart issues, or who knows. I mean, they're not really clear on it. They're not telling you the truth because they probably figured he'd be blackballed from the business if they found out he had heart issues. So they brought in Brian Adams, a.k.a. Crush, and he was the third member. Okay, so when Demolition basically left WWE in 90, 91, 92, Demolition Axe goes to the Indies. He splits with Smash. Smash stays behind in WWE as the Repo Man. Crush stays behind as Crush. Back to Portland and then back to WWE with the Kona Crush gimmick. So anyway, they come up with another character called Blast. Okay, so there's two guys that played Blast. Richard Sharland, who was the first one, he was a Canadian wrestler. And what happened here is he basically got returned into the Montreal independent scene. Charlotte adopted the moniker Blast in late 91 in an attempt to resurrect the Demolition name and gimmick with Bill Eadie as Axe, but they were eventually sent a cease and desist letter by WWF. Charlotte also served as a French commentator with Marc Blondin for WCW for a time. Okay, so he gets scared he's going to get sued. Plus, he used to work for the WWF doing jobs on their Montreal Maple Leaf Wrestling TV. Okay, so what happens is he gets replaced with this guy. And this is Carmine Azzato. Carmine Azzato. He was a New York indie guy. He's a 360 pounder. So and then actually Axe changed his name for a while to Axis the Demolisher. On the indie scene, he teamed up with Demolition Blast. So he was just a 360-pound fat guy. And then there's another guy called Demolition Hawks, which I just found this out today. And, well, Eadie and Carmine Azzato as Blast worked the New York Indies, and then they also worked for Eddie Mansfield's IWF promotion, which taped TV down at Universal Studios. So they were walking around down there at the Universal Studios park and cutting promos all the time. And there's some stuff of that available on YouTube. I have seen it. Okay, Demolition Hawks was found out to be the Canadian giant Gary Robbins, a large Canadian wrestler who had only portrayed Demolition Hawks informally on a few tours in New Japan Pro Wrestling in the summer of 91, and he was introduced only as the Canadian Giant. So he's basically the super unknown member of Demolition. And there's not even a picture of the guy, really. Well, there's Charland, there's Hux over here. So Hux unmasked. Okay. So very interesting. I never knew. I've seen the two Demolition guys that played Blast, and I was like, that's not the same guy. So then I did some research today, and I found out that there was two Blasts, just like there was two Smashes. And then there was rumors in the early 2000s. Now, this was just a rumor because of Bill Eadie and them had the trademark to it. Was Crush and Wrath were going to be the new Demolition when after WCW folded and they went into the WWE, but that never happened. So, but very interesting, the history of the Demolition. Let's go back to this guy. So Richard Sharland, that was Blast, the first Blast. And then here's Carmine Azzato, New York indie guy. So we had a Canadian jobber and a New York indie guy. There's your fourth member of Demolition. Everybody have a good day.